देख रहे हैं आ कलम न्यूज टीवी।
एवं प्रेरक नेतृत्व में मंत्रालय के 11 वर्षों का कार्यकाल सेवा और सुशासन को पूर्णतः समर्पित रहा। माननीय आपकी ओजपूर्ण उपस्थिति हम सब में उत्साह और ऊर्जा का संचार कर रही है। आदरणीय सचिव पेंशन श्री वी श्रीनिवास जी से आग्रह है, कृपया माननीय मंत्री महोदय जी का स्वागत अभिनंदन करें। आदरणीय सचिव डीओपीटी सुश्री रचना शाह जी से आग्रह है, कृपया माननीय मंत्री महोदय जी का स्वागत सम्मान करें।
थोड़ा पीछे आ जाओ।
धन्यवाद मैम, धन्यवाद सर। अब मैं प्रिंसिपल डीजीपीआईबी आदरणीय श्री धीरेन्द्र ओझा जी से अनुरोध करती हूँ, कृपया स्वागत संबोधन प्रस्तुत करें।
नमस्कार मित्रों, पृथ्वी विज्ञान मंत्रालय, प्रधानमंत्री कार्यालय, अंतरिक्ष विभाग, परमाणु ऊर्जा विभाग तथा कार्मिक पेंशन और लोक शिकायत मंत्रालय के राज्य मंत्री डॉक्टर जितेंद्र सिंह जी, आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है। साथ ही श्री वी श्रीनिवास सचिव प्रशासनिक सुधार और लोक शिकायत विभाग, इसके साथ ही पेंशन और पेंशन भोगी कल्याण विभाग, आपका स्वागत है। श्रीमती रचना शाह सचिव कार्मिक एवं प्रशिक्षण विभाग, मैडम आपका भी हार्दिक स्वागत है। हमारे साथ श्रीमती मनीषा सक्सेना प्रभारी सचिव एवं अपर सचिव कार्मिक विभाग, श्री एपी दास जोशी अपर सचिव कार्मिक विभाग, श्री मनोज कुमार द्विवेदी अपर सचिव कार्मिक विभाग और श्री पुनीत यादव अपर सचिव प्रशासनिक सुधार और लोक शिकायत विभाग भी उपस्थित हैं। आप सबका स्वागत है। आज हम यहाँ केंद्र सरकार की 11 वर्षों की उपलब्धियों पर प्रकाश डालने के लिए उपस्थित हुए हैं। अब मैं निवेदन करता हूं श्री वी श्रीनिवास सचिव DARPG और ठीक
Morning, respected Minister Sir, Secretary, ARPG, Public Grievance, Pensions, my esteemed colleagues and friends from the media. A very warm welcome to all of you and thank you for being with us here today as we share this incredible journey towards good governance of the last 11 years and various transformative achievements. Initiatives that have been taken and the significant achievements that these 11 years have seen. I have a short presentation in which I'd like to give you a flavor of some of these key initiatives. The overarching principle behind these initiatives has been minimum government, maximum governance, the mantra which the Honorable Prime Minister gave to us in the early part of these 11 years itself. And most of our initiatives have been taken keeping this in mind. The philosophy or the principle is really to uphold the highest standards of transparency, of accountability, of efficiency. There are several focus areas. I'll be touching on 6 of those in my presentation. They relate to reforms and initiatives in the field of recruitment and examination, in making the administration more and more inclusive, employee welfare, digital governance leading to enhanced efficiency, capacity building, and inculcating a lifelong learning impetus to the government of 50 locations. This initiative started in 2022 has really helped in galvanizing the youth power and their energies and enabling them to contribute to nation building and to achieving the goal of Viksit Bharat. Under this initiative, over 10 lakh appointment letters have been issued to these young persons by various ministries and departments. The second initiative is relating to the Public Examination Prevention of Unfair Means Act and the rules, which were also notified in 2022. And this essentially puts emphasis on the merit-based selection and recruitment system and helps in combating malpractices such as paper leakage and ensures a transparent and fair examination process. It also acts as strict kind of a deterrent in that there are several stringent penalties, imprisonment and fines, etc., which have also been included in the Act and rules. Discontinuation of interviews was one of the first initiatives taken by the government, and this one step helped in streamlining and simplifying and making it very easy to complete the entire recruitment process in a very short period of time. It increased objectivity and transparency in the selection process. The government is also in trying to build a trust-based system has allowed for provisional joining of new recruits even while their police verification is still pending. There are certain restructuring and reforms that have been carried out by the Staff Selection Commission, which has helped tremendously in bringing down the timelines for recruitment. In fact, the recruitment cycle has now reduced from what used to be like 12 to 15 months to about 8 to 9 months. This enables timely recruitment being held and the recruitment cycle being much more smoother. The exams are now held in Hindi, English, and even 13 regional languages, again emphasizing on inclusivity. Computer-based testing in place of OMR-based testing has been introduced, and which has resulted in faster results and more transparent process of recruitment. And the most recent restructuring which has been carried out or initiative that has been taken is e-dossiers, where all the successful candidate details are shared with ministries and departments in an electronic form, doing away with physical dossiers, which results again in faster dissemination and also lack of any, the entire records reaching the concerned officers. The public disclosure scheme.
Secretary DOPT Srimati Rachna Shahji, Director General NCGG Dr. Surendra Bharde ji, Additional Secretaries of DOPT Srimati Manisha Saxena, AP Avinash Joshi ji, Manoj Dwivedi, Additional Secretary DRPG Puneet Yadav, Joint Secretaries, distinguished colleagues. On behalf of the Departments of Administrative Reforms and Pensions, I'll make a brief presentation on Seva and Sushasana, 11 years of achievements of government for the period 2014 to 2025, in which the Honorable Prime Minister's vision of citizen first, nation first has been diligently transformed into reality by the department, with focus on digital empowerment of citizens and digital transformation of institutions. In this journey, I would like to thank Dr. Jiten Singh ji for his leadership and his yeoman services to governance, transforming governance models and bringing in radical reforms in implementing the key initiatives in our departments. He has chaired the Vision 2047 on governance, the advisory group, committee meetings, 28 regional conferences in states and union territories, 18 pension adalats, 11 national e-governance conferences, 11 Prime Minister's Awards for Excellence in Public Administration, 7 Civil Services Day celebrations, 4 years of Sushasan Saptahs, 4 years of Swachhta campaigns, 3 Digital Life Certificate campaigns, capacity building of 5,500 international civil servants at NCGG, digital empowerment of 4.5 crore pensioners in the last 3 years, redressal of more than 1.3 crore public grievances in the period 2019 to 2025. Each of these initiatives have been recognized and have resonated deeply with the people. My congratulations to you, sir. In this long journey, sir, several officials who have served with you, I would like to mention a few. There have been section officers, under-secretaries, deputy secretaries, joint secretaries who have served. Shri Santosh Kumar is the under-secretary. Can you please stand up, Santosh ji? Sir, he has held 28 regional conferences with you from 2014 till 20. E-office files should be closed. An archival policy for e-files was brought up when you saw her pendency of files, which she was clogging the system. Rakesh Pal, sir, he is the chief librarian of DRPG who had visited and you had found administrative reforms reports of 1900 to 1947, several of which have been archived and conserved and presented in the Sushasan or Abhilekh archival exhibition which was presented at NAI last year. Jaya Dubeji is the joint secretary. Please stand up there. Sir, she has been there with you for 6.5 years now and has revamped CPgrams. Ajit Shah is here, sir. He was down with COVID. You had called him in 2020 March when we had opened on the first day after lockdown. He is fit and recovered and has continued to work. There are many such individual success stories, individuals who have worked with Honorable Minister over the last 11 years. I myself have had almost 7 years plus with you, sir, and of course I've known you from 2014, so almost all 11 years I've been with you. Thank you for the many happy memories. I'll run you quickly through the presentation, sir. This is how the data sets of 2014 compare with what we are doing in 2024. 2014, we were handling about 2.7 lakh public grievances. Today, we are handling 26 lakh public grievances. There is an 827% increase in the work that we are doing. This is because of technology adoption. We also mapped 102,000 officers, which is almost 900% above what we were doing. This has increased our efficiency. There's almost 100% reduction in response time. And we are able to respond, next please. We are able to respond within 14th day. A call is going to every citizen across India who's filed a grievance on CPgrams. These are the broad numbers that are looking. And every year we are able to take in more and more public grievances catered.
अपने कर कमलों से इन सभी का विमोचन करें। सर्वप्रथम डीओपीटी की 11 वर्ष की उपलब्धियों पर तैयार की गई बुकलेट का विमोचन माननीय मंत्री महोदय जी के कर कमलों से।
बन जाएगा सबका। ये भाई
आपकी कट्टर ध्वनि के साथ
भैया 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 मनोज पीछे ऐसे
माननीय प्रशासनिक सुधार एवं लोक शिकायत विभाग की 11 वर्ष की उपलब्धियों पर बुकलेट का विमोचन करने की कृपा करें।
सर पीछे आओ, पीछे थोड़ा। सबको तो खोल देंगे।
ARPG की बुकलेट का विमोचन। माननीय कुटुंब पेंशन भोगी की शिकायतों का निवारण करने के लिए 1 जुलाई से 1 माह तक संचालित विशेष अभियान के दिशा निर्देश जारी करने के लिए कृपया पुस्तिका का विमोचन करें। ये विशेष अभियान 1 जुलाई से 31 जुलाई तक विभाग द्वारा पेंशन एवं पेंशनभोगी कल्याण विभाग द्वारा संचालित किया जाएगा। पेंशन एवं पेंशनभोगी कल्याण विभाग सार संग्रह का विमोचन। कोटि से धन्यवाद माननीय सेवोत्तम चेतन मधु।
for releasing these important booklets. अब मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से निवेदन करता हूं कि वो मीडिया को संबोधित करें और
सेक्रेटरी ARPG B श्रीनिवास जी, सेक्रेटरी DOPT रचना शाह जी, EO मनीषा जी, पुनीत जी, मनोज द्विवेदी जी, हमारे जोशी साहब, यहाँ पर उपस्थित हमारे दोनों विभागों के बल्कि तीनों विभागों के अधिकारीगण साथी। सबसे पहले तो आई हैव टू कॉम्प्लीमेंट Madam Rachna and also Srinivas ji for very beautiful, exhaustive presentation. While on the one hand, Rachna ji has very successfully traced down the journey of the last 11 years of the Modi government and the various initiatives undertaken. Srinivas ji has been very kind also to define my profile. I thought he was going to present the changing face of ARPG. He actually also made a presentation of the changing face of the person sitting next to him. Anyway, but that's very kind of you and very generous of you. Now, I think most of what needs to be said has already been said. It's been a very exhaustive presentation, so I don't want to be repetitive and also don't want to tear upon your time. But given to me, I think I would like to categorize all the work that has been done over the last 11 years in 4 broad sections. Pehla to I think this is the first time ever since independence that a government has taken pride in doing away with the rules instead of creating new rules. I know how many of you in the media also would have realized that we have done away with as many as 1,600 rules at least over the last 11 years. Some of which were a dubious legacy of the British Empire, and sometimes one wonders why they were not done away right at the freedom of midnight, or the midnight freedom. For example, the doing away with the practice of getting the certificates such by a gazetted officer. I think that was a very colonial legacy. Maybe there were other reasons during the Empire days. There was no reason to have it in a democracy. एंड मैं तो ये बता रहा था कि जब हम 9वीं कक्षा में आते तो हमें जब कहा जाता कि गेस्टेड अफसर से हस्ताक्षर करो तो हम जहाँ रहा करते थे वहाँ ये मालूम नहीं था कि ये गेस्टेड अफसर उपलब्ध कहाँ होगा या कैसा प्राणी होगा, 2 नाक होंगे, 4 कान होंगे. एंड इन फैक्ट व्हेन आई वाज इन क्लास 11 आई डिडंट नो हाउ टू गो अबाउट विद इट. सो अ स्मार्ट गाय केम अलोंग एंड ही सेड इफ आई arrange ₹5 for him, which was quite an amount those days, he would get all the certificates attested by me by the evening, and which he did.
आप देख रहे थे जोगेंद्र डोगरा के साथ आकलन न्यूज टीवी।